Sonic's a great character. Wow, Sonic is a character, and MeekSpeedy is great with him.
MeekSpeedy is a very good player.
So this is going to be a bit of a treat to watch. Definitely in this game, Sonic matches end up being a little more fast-paced than they were in the previous title. Sonic notorious for timing out characters in Smash 4, of course. A very, very difficult to catch character. In this one, the engine definitely rewards aggressive play from Sonic a little bit more. So, I mean, you see these two are just absolutely brawling it out. But one thing is that Sonic's damage output doesn't really stack up to Squirtle's when they're playing that kind of neutral. So when they're scrapping and looking even, it isn't surprising that the game is looking to be in the Pokemon trainer's favor. And this is not what you wanted. You got to play your Super Nintendo bullet hell games now. Can you get past the wall of Razor Leafs just to get some gosh dang damage in?
You really can't do that. It's not very easy, and Sonic doesn't have a very good approach option.
Yes, Sonic with no projectile and no way to really fight projectiles in particular. He has to rely on going fast enough that the projectiles he has to get through the projectiles quickly enough that you can't react and fight him off with Ivysaur's really massive normals. Ooh, and I like the idea with the air dodge to the ledge, but ooh, not dead yet. Gonna homing attack back, but that gets back aired easily.
Do you know if Spin Dash flanks with projectiles? Or specifically Ivysaur's Razor Leaf?
I think Ivysaur's Razor Leaf.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
So
it's going to be really hard to go in.
Yeah, especially because if you're charging and not actually doing the dash, then it just hits you out of the charge. Oh my god. And wow, Xyro turning that situation around, the back air getting the kill.
Losing the first stock, but not a very bad thing. He was a very, very high percent.
Yeah, that's the sort of stock you lose, and you just have to spend your time thinking more about how the next stock's going to go than how the first one did. When you live that long, it's hard to complain. But this next stock took 60% nearly unanswered from MeekSpeedy right now.
So this is the question that I had earlier. How is MeekSpeedy taking this stock? And the back air seems to do it.
Back air, apparently. Of course, Sonic back air, very strong move. I don't know how I feel about going Squirtle at this.
At this percent? No,
yeah.
Not a good idea. Oh.
Going for the Nair instead of the down air. The traditional Ivysaur edge guard, of course. Throwing your down air right by the ledge like that. The falling Nair drag down idea isn't bad, but Sonic's up B comes out so fast as Pokemon trainer.
And he also has a homing attack to kick him back on stage.
Yeah. He just has a lot. Sonic has a lot going on that makes it very difficult for the Nair drag down to be useful. And wow, I cannot believe that Vine Whip reached. I assumed he'd have to go Charizard.
Oh wow, he's going in.
Yeah, he is holding him off because, of course, if you're MeekSpeedy in that situation, the only thing in the world you want is to land back on stage and get the fight back into place where you can actually do it. Xyro walling him out of that so well, and at this point, yeah, switching to Charizard to make it back, getting gimped by the ring. And now he's Squirtle, switching to Ivysaur immediately. I definitely agree with that choice.
Yeah, again, the Razor Leaf plays really hard.
And Xyro going for the traditional Ivysaur again. Ooh, landing on the platform, that could be big, but the downer to up tilt, I'd have thought up smash would be coming out there. Okay, getting in with the homing attack.
MeekSpeedy bringing it back now.
Of course, this is a long way away. That F smash read, I mean, it's good and all, but he's not at a high enough percent at kills. That's the sort of read you need to be busting out when it gets you the win, because now it's going to be a lot harder to land something like that. But all of a sudden, this is definitely doable. Sonic does have a hard time killing, of course, and a dash attack from Ivysaur gonna take it. One thing I like about Ivysaur dash attack, on the animation, if you look, he actually puts one of his arms in like he's doing a football tackle.
Yeah, it looks like a tackle.
It's super funny. Because, of course, his legs are beneath him, so there's really no necessity for him to get his arms out of the way, or his legs or whatever, out of the way of the attack. He just does it as like a matter of course. And Black Twin's just sitting down in the comfy chair to have a closer look at the game.
Staying Sonic.
Yeah, that's not surprising. MeekSpeedy, definitely known for the Sonic play, right?
Whoa.
the instant Ivysaur. He
oh, he didn't clank there.
No, it didn't. Seems weird. I respect it from Xyro, knowing you're on FD. This is a stage where Ivysaur thrives. The Razor Leaf is just so strong, right? Up being Mingy back safely. Switching to Ivysaur immediately as just him saying, I'm willing to play out this game as Ivysaur. And I respect that because Squirtle gets a little bit weaker on FD. His punish game at low percent's not quite as strong without platforms to assist with follow-ups. Pushing through the Razor Leaf with the spin dash now and following up with the homing attack.
Spot dodge.
Spot dodging the homing attack and getting F-tilt punish on it. Not bad. Really pushing to try and stop MeekSpeedy from making it back to the stage.
It's interesting. Xyro is playing campy in the stage, but going very offensive off stage.
Yes. And that's often the way. Because, I mean, the reason...
Wow.
God, he made it back. And you have to think about the motivations for playing campy versus going aggressive. It's always about the risk versus reward per interaction. When you're playing campy, it's because you believe that the risk of engaging in a single interaction is higher than the reward for it. So it definitely makes sense that even if he believes risk-reward is in Sonic's favor on this stage, that when Sonic is off stage, he's going to push as hard as he can for an interaction, because if you win off stage, you can just take a stock, and that is super strong. So even very defensive players will often be willing to go very much so further in to get deeper edge guards. And wow.
Oh, wow. Is that 10%?
Before the down smash? Maybe.
Okay. Now we're going to see probably slower gameplay from MeekSpeedy.
Wow, coming back with the forward air to protect his return to the ledge, but I mean, you can only live for so long against a character with such giant and powerful moves like Ivysaur has. So, you know, living as long as he did, definitely you're going to be feeling good if you're MeekSpeedy, especially with that get.
Okay.
Getting the back throw, pushing him off stage, reading the jump with the back air, but covering the low option with the second back air. Trying to make his way back, but Charizard can really push. Both of them reading low options and neither of them hitting it. Xyro trying to flare blitz, and it doesn't get him anything.
Didn't really think FD was going to work out, but it seems it worked.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, you could tell something was definitely weird the second that at the beginning of the game he switched to Ivysaur instead of staying Squirtle. That was a big indicator that something was going on with the game that was going to be a little different, and I think Xyro knew before either of us did that FD was definitely going to present a challenge.
Where do you think Xyro's going to go?
Well, that's the thing with Pokemon Trainer is where you want to go almost entirely depends on where the opponent hates rather than where you like.
Makes sense.
Because Pokemon Trainer is such a diverse character, has so much they can do on almost any stage. We ended up deciding on Smashville.
And switching to Ivysaur right away again.
So it feels like Xyro is pretty committed to the Ivysaur in this matchup, which isn't necessarily a bad idea, but if you were watching the Game 1 early interactions, so when MeekSpeedy and Xyro were just scrapping with Sonic and Squirtle, when it looked like they were going even because of Squirtle's just better damage-dealing capabilities, the percent ended up favoring Xyro. So when you're both at low percents, it's definitely worth considering just going Squirtle. But I mean, Xyro probably knows what's best, so we'll trust him to play out this Ivysaur, and I love that back air edge guard, and getting hit by the homing attack. Doing it twice, the spin dash into immediate down air to cover any shield drop options.
Seems to do that every time he doesn't connect with the spin dash.
Yeah. Ooh, wow. That's the Ivysaur, baby. You got to be careful. Oh, that's dead.
Right back at him.
I'm amazed that all managed to work out so well. Sonic definitely has stuff going on. A lot of people disrespect him this game, but he seems strong still. And I like the falling up air that MeekSpeedy did. Pushed him out of the way so he could get back to the stage free and got good damage.
It's something I haven't seen any other Sonic players do. They come in attack into up air.
Yes. and now playing with Squirtle, but switching to Ivysaur. It seems like Xyro's switching very frequently in this game compared to the others. And I like the idea with the down air, but a little too preemptive.
Ooh.
Yeah, spin dash into forward air, the Sonic classic.
Homing
attack, but he gets swatted out before he can do anything to get the kill in. Sonic F smash. I mean, if you're just standing there charging it, it's probably going to kill at some point if it can hit.
I have a very close game here.
Yeah, this game 3 looking a little different, and that is the Ivysaur. Just absolute explosion.
And the spoilers are getting very often.
Xyro switching to Charizard just for the purpose of recovery.
Ooh,
and this
not
is
good.
a Squirtle combo game. Oh, I like that. Pretty sure he would air dodge to the middle platform, covering it with the smash attack.
Wow.
Switching to Ivysaur, use those disjoints and try and start off an edge guard situation. Ivysaur swung a little too much when he used the whip, getting hit by the spring. Oh my God, that Pokemon trainer is just calling Pokemon names every few seconds.
I think he's gonna stay with Ivysaur
Great
now.
job, Charizard. Go, Squirtle. Wow, Ivysaur. You know, you just listen to her. And I mean, at least she's proud of her Pokemon. You know, she talks about her character a lot more.
Again.
Gross. That's the Ivysaur. That was what, 2 or 3 stocks taken that way that game?
2.
2 stocks taken that way. Oh yeah, one of them was the up B, I remember. But you know, Pokemon Trainer definitely thinks more positively of her Pokemon than a lot of Pokemon Trainer players do. Ask Leffen about Charizard and then compare that to how nice she is. You know? According to Leffen, the absolute worst character in the game. I like the Pokemon.
Whoa. I don't think he goes that far.
He does. He is of the opinion that Charizard in particular is the worst character in Smash Ultimate.
Okay, so we're going back to Pokemon Stadium. Interesting choice.
Go Ivysaur! Oh, see, Xyro finally figured out the meta. You can actually choose what Pokemon you want to start with at the beginning of a game, so you don't have to always start as Squirtle and then switch to Ivysaur.
I was expecting him to go in with Squirtle, and then it's like, nope, switching out.
Yeah. But I feel like at this point he felt like that mind game would be a little too predictable, having done it twice in a row. So just going straight up for Ivysaur from the beginning, I can respect. Oh my God. What's he doing? Where's he going? What's he charging?
Do you know how long he can charge that for?
I have no idea. And homing attack actually missing.
Ooh,
again. Missing again. Seems like that falling Ivysaur a little bit too hard to hit. I like the attack. Oh my God.
He read that spin charge.
And I mean, it's Sonic. What else is he gonna do? I like the nair. Xyro pushing him off stage right now. Xyro up 2-1.
Yeah, he's getting away with
and
this
up
now.
3 stocks to 2. Oh my God. And it almost looked like MeekSpeedy had pushed his way back with that nair out of shield. Just so devastating from Xyro. Throwing him back off stage. MeekSpeedy.
Yeah, MeekSpeedy needs to go to do something right now.
Yeah. Oh, and that F smash was a good idea.
But not it.
But Sonic. And springing from there, an interesting idea. I like the back airs because of course Sonic's back air
very strong.
Actually very strong move.
Again. It's not looking good for MeekSpeedy.
All of a sudden, if you're MeekSpeedy, you're gonna have to dig deep, or this is it.
Oh.
Of course, winner of this set does make it into top 8. Loser's side, and it looks like wow, Xyro's still not dead.
Poor MeekSpeedy.
Yeah, that's the thing is, I feel like when you're a character loyalist like MeekSpeedy, it always hurts when when you're knocked out of a, like if you get knocked out of a tournament, right? And it's a set where the biggest weakness of the character you're so loyal to just really messed you up. And in this case, Sonic not being able to get that kill for so long has suddenly put him massively behind Xyro. Of course, this is not out of reach yet. MeekSpeedy has a phenomenal punish game in very certain situations, and if he can line them up and get around Xyro's incredible defensive play, he can still mount this comeback.
He's missing so many moves right now.
Yeah, but that forward air is looking like Xyro might have figured this one out. Nearly 2 full stocks ahead at this point.
If he wants to win, I think he needs to slow down a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Xyro, you just need to keep on doing exactly what you've been doing. because there's never been an instance in this set where you've had 2 stocks taken against you totally unanswered, which means you can just keep on playing normal, and that should be enough. MeekSpeedy, on the other hand, really probably feels like he needs to make something happen at this point. And the landing back air, a smart choice.
Okay.
Homing attack. Xyro, of course,
Slowly.
at about 80%.
Okay. MeekSpeedy trying to bring it back. He needs to get rid of his stock as quickly as possible.
Yeah, when MeekSpeedy takes his stock, the next one has to be basically flawless. He's sitting at 140 against a character with absolutely incredible kill power and solid recovery. This
Here we
is going
go.
to be difficult.
Razor Leaf. Yeah. Oh, that's it.
Ivysaur back throw, going to take it. That means Xyro going to be making it to top 8 loser side with Pokemon Trainer. I'm excited to see more of him. I think everybody loves to watch a little bit of Pokemon Trainer. You know, an absolute, very, very interesting character. I'm actually going to peace out and grab a bit of water, and I'll be back in just a second, all right?
Sure, go ahead.
So hold down the fort for me, would you?
I'll try.
Let's go, Maestro. Pretty good.